moved around a lot as a child. Growing up, I went through my mom and dad having a divorce when I was around 7 or 8 years old, and it was kind of hard, for me and for my family to get through that time. And just moving from place to place a lot was difficult, but I picked up a lot of good, positive things from that.
So this week, guys, is gonna be a pretty light week. I was only ended up coming up with one caterpillar this week, and I figured she would be a really great fit for you, Gil. So her name is Becky. She has a horrific story. It literally gives me goosebumps.
I think my real passion is people, and working with people.
She was 7 months pregnant, and she was T-boned in a car accident and ended up rupturing, I believe, her spinal cord. And she ends up going to the hospital, and they told her that the baby didn't make it. They prepped her for surgery, and about 6 hours later, they went in to take the baby from her, and he was alive.
He was alive?
He was alive.
What did they say?
That's awesome.
What was the first day?
Well, she said her son, I asked the same thing, and she said her son says that he was sleeping.
Sleeping?
So he made it, and he's,
Wow.
I think, almost 11 today now. I am still working on yours. I'm positive I will find you somebody. And
I may have somebody. I don't know for sure. I'll call Mom, because I think she knows more about everything.
I think I know what you're talking about, and I think
Yeah.
that'll work out.
Yeah, you think you know what I'm talking about.
We'll
but
find them.
I'll get together
Perfect.
with Mom. We'll figure it out. We always have somebody.
It don't matter how talented you are. It has to be a team game. You have to have team players you work with.
when I'm on social media, I see friends that are posting about getting tattoos and stuff like that, and they all post ink therapy time. It's like a whole new therapy.
My name is Becky McEwen, and I'm from Mission Viejo, California. I was actually born in Acuna, Mexico, and then I traveled all over the South, and then I've been in California over 20 years now.
My name is Megan Peterson. I'm from Santa Ana, California. Becky's like an older sister to me. I really look up to Becky. How are the boys?
They're great. Thank you for asking. Gosh, it seems like forever since I've seen you.
I know. When Becky was really ill after the accident, I took care of her oldest son. And then her youngest son I took care of when he was small. How's your radio show?
I haven't started it yet. It's going to be starting next month.
That's good. That's really good.
How about you? What have you been doing?
Babysitting and taking care of Angie's little girl.
I had my first son at 16 because I was only 16 and he was 25 and a local Marine. So he got deployed shortly after. And so pretty much from the get-go, I was a single mom. And what that meant to me at 16 was I had to get a job, I had to finish school and raise my son. I help other single parents, and I just finished a book that's coming in October. It's called The Clutching Pearls and Spilling Tea, and it's about a whole bunch of single parents, and we talk about how kind of our different struggles and how we've been able to overcome. I was speaking for Planned Parenthood about how difficult it was to be a teenage mother. And I had a total stranger call my school and say, I think she's gonna make it. And so she pledged to get me to college and get me through college. That opened up doors for me. And all she ever asked for in return was to pay it forward.
Do you want something to drink?
I would love something.
Okay, I'll get you
What
some.
about a tea? It's so hard to connect with other people unless they've been there. And wow, meeting Brandie was amazing, but it was just really hard to talk about my story and to look at that scar. It felt like it was a bad reminder of what happened. I'm a single mom, and when I was pregnant with my last child 10 years ago, I was in a horrific car crash. Part of the door went into my belly and actually into my youngest son's head. Unfortunately, after one of my surgeries that I had, they found a mass on my liver. And when they found that, they actually diagnosed it as liver cancer. And so being a single parent, hearing the word cancer was pretty devastating. They just said, basically, you have liver cancer, you're gonna die, okay, bye.
My chest would tighten up because I just thought, God, this is just so many things that have happened to this poor woman.
So I kind of went into defense and denial mode until I started getting sick in 2012. And ended up going into the emergency room. And thank goodness the emergency doctor had seen this before, and he caught it. He said, no, honey, it's not cancer. It's called echinococcus. It's a parasite that you catch from sushi.
From sushi?
Yes.
Oh, my.
When he told me, it was kind of a range of emotions from grateful to, oh my goodness, I'm not gonna die, to, ew, it's a parasite. In 2013, I unfortunately died on the table. Ended up,
my Lord.
Yeah. He said, let's do a cyst aspiration and everything should be good. So unfortunately, it was not. He cut me from my sternum to my belly button, and he tried to aspirate the cyst, and it exploded. So all the eggs, all the parasites, everything went everywhere in my abdominal cavity. Ended up 10 days on life support, and from there, I had to learn how to walk, how to talk, and basically rehab for 6 months to
I
get
know how
back.
that is to learn how to have to walk again. I had to do that too, so I know that's
It's
really
brutal.
hard and difficult.
Yes.
It took a minute for her and I, but as soon as we just started chit-chatting away, we just connected in so many different ways.
I decided it's time to start telling others about my story, and so when I did, I ended up partnering with Single Parent Network, and we mentor other single parents. We help them from bills like the light bill to, unfortunately, just recently, we had to bury a child from cancer.
Oh.
Yeah.
I truly, actually, really enjoyed Becky, and from what I understand, she's a great mom, and she just has as much compassion as we do here at Ink Therapy that she does out there for single moms.
So we're trying to hopefully inspire other single parents that there is a way.
She's writing a book, and then I'm writing a book, and then it's, you know, I was talking about being on a radio station. She just got a radio station, you know, and she wants to, you know, have us come on the air and talk about what we're doing along the same things that she's doing. So kind of tell me a little bit more about your scar. Where is it located? How big is it? You know.
It's pretty big. It's from my sternum to my belly button.
Wow.
Yes.
Have you decided on any kind of arts or what, maybe some kind of meaning, a saying or anything like that?
I have a favorite quote that my Buddhist surgeon actually told me. Scars tell stories. And so that kind of gave me the light. And so that's kind of been my inspiration to keep fighting and pushing forward.
Yeah. There's always something good that comes out of something bad, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. Exactly.
Susanna, Gil's wife, is just the cutest, sweetest thing you ever wanted to meet. I adore her. I do tease Gil once in a while and just go, how did you nail her? Because she's so out of your league. I mean, she's like hot.
Hey, Gil, what does your wife think about orchids?
Those are beautiful. I don't think it's her favorite flower, but she does like them.
Crossed Susanna's paths 1,000 times. She grew up around the corner from my grandmother's house. Around elementary school is when she met my cousins. And she grew up with my cousins and some of my family members. And I met her when I was around 17, and we just, you know, connected eye to eye, and it was love at first sight, I thought, you know, and, you know, at a young age, we just didn't know what to do with it, I think, and sorry about that.
I think you should get flowers, take her for a nice dinner, and do like a nice dessert or something with the dinner.
You know, we looked at each other and fell in love, and that was it. You know, we hooked up within the first couple of weeks of meeting each other. And it was so brief that I don't think we had a chance to really connect and meet each other. It kind of scared me, the relationship I was in with her, and we kind of just split ways for a while.
I have been working on a song that she hasn't heard, and I was thinking about giving it to her. And
Well, you better think quicker, because we're running out of time. We got the
20 years went by, you know, but in that 20 years, I never stopped thinking about her. You know, she always was in my mind. I would always tell people at different jobs, different work sites I was at, that she was the one that got away. Gosh, I don't like being this emotional about this.
maybe I should finish up this song and I can give it to her with a nice dinner, you know, somewhere fancy.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Unexpected for her.
Maybe I can actually take the guitar there ahead of time and have them bring me the guitar to the table, like after
Oh,
dinner.
yeah, so she doesn't
Serenade
like,
everybody
yeah.
there.
Right, to make it like a surprise, you know, so she doesn't know I'm gonna actually be
That's a
playing
good
the song.
idea.
That'd be cool.
So we reconnected on MySpace one night, and I just hit her up like, hey, remember me? And, you know, 20 years later, she was like, it was like only a day went by.
We can like pump you up, and maybe you can like
She's already
practice.
gonna be suspicious of it being special because you're gonna be dressed in something other than a t-shirt.
Yeah, well, thanks to you guys.
So here we are today, you know, 9 years into our anniversary, and there's just been so much in between, you know, so much emotional and physical stress that we both went through. You know, when I look back at it, it makes me emotional.
Like Italian?
She does like Italian food, so do I.
Italian restaurants
Yeah,
always
well-
look cool inside.
We know you like Italian. You're always wearing your pizza shirt.
That's not Italian.
There's the one that starts with an O. I can't think of the name. Olivia.
No, that's cousin Olivia. What?
Olivio's?
Oh,
yeah. It's a little bistro, a little Italian bistro. It's got little, you know, heat, fire lamps outside and stuff. I think it's got the ambiance that he's looking for, I think.
So maybe when you guys can call for me if I'm busy tattooing or something.
God, you sound like my dad. Can you do this for me? Can you
Please.
do it? Yeah, we can
I
do
appreciate
it.
you guys.
Okay.
I better work on the song and get it perfected so I don't mess up when I'm trying to deliver it to her.
Don't even stress. We got it. We got it.
Okay, we're on this.
Okay, let me use the phone. I'm gonna call the restaurant.
All right. Do you want me to put these back in the front?
Oh, sorry. I'm on the phone.
Shut up. Jeez, gosh, she's so rotten, isn't she?
My oldest son, Davon, is 22, and he's working 2 jobs. He's out on his own, and getting serious with a girlfriend.
Just seems like we don't see you that much anymore.
I know, it's crazy, but I'm happy I got it off today at least, so it's kind of cool. Come hang out with you guys.
How's Cynthia?
She's cool. She's working too. She just got another job as well. So now she's working like 50, almost 60 hours a week too, so.
Man, you guys are keeping busy.
I gotta make my life right so I don't have to do this one day, you know? And I can worry about myself and my family. Best day of my life. I remember my mom came home and told me that she was having a boy, and I ran up and down the street numerous amounts of times, screaming with joy. How'd you like baseball, dude?
It was fun.
Oh, yeah?
My team, the AA Cubs, we placed second place in the division championship next to the AA Yankees, who won us by 3 points. And my cousin Dylan McHugh, and he's on the AA Yankees.
Yeah? Did you guys get to beat them?
No, we lost to them in the championship.
Oh, man. With my little brother, when she was pregnant with him, like, I didn't even know if he was gonna make it because he came, I think, a month or 2 early, and it was scary. Yeah.
So unfortunately now he has special needs. He is gonna have long-term, probably lifetime medical issues because of it.
You gotta move your hand up a little bit. Right there, right there, right there. And try and find the most comfortable way. So when you do it, you wanna go like this, watch. You wanna have it like this, and bring it over your ear. Oh, see, now you gotta work on the aiming part, but you got to throw, dude.
Well, you know the coaches are already drooling over you.
When we wrestle, I usually win.
Nah, it doesn't go like that.
Yes. Because I'm bigger than you now.
Yeah, but still, I'm your big brother. Remember that. Going, keep it going. We have a really, really special mom, you know. She's been more than supportive of my whole life, you know. And she's always been there, whether I was in the right or wrong.
Isn't it amazing, like, his fine motor skills from, like, 5 years ago when he couldn't even catch?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You're doing very good, man.
Rick and I, my husband, we go on date nights every once in a while. Sometimes it's just to in and out, and sometimes we'll make it a whole thing.
What are you doing here?
Oh, nothing much.
Just gonna visit me?
Oh, yeah. Couldn't get enough of you.
I know.
Me and Mom were here earlier, and we came down again to keep on discussing with Gil what he's gonna do for that anniversary with his wife. So
Oh, okay.
whatever it is, it's gonna be last minute, and I just hope
Yeah.
everything works out. I'm sure it'll work out fine.
I'm
but-
sure it will, yeah.
But yeah, and I guess Mom and Dad are going on a date too.
Good.
So I think that we should get to go out. I mean, we would like a nice dinner. We would like to look dressed up too sometimes, you know. I'm just Lone Ranger, and I don't get to I want to go on a date.
Oh, you get double date with mom and dad, right?
Oh, yeah? Yeah, you want to be my date?
No. Where's your boyfriend?
I don't have a boyfriend.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh, you dumped him already?
I dumped them all.
Maybe.
No, because
maybe
you
what I
won't
did
let
is-
me date.
Maybe what I did is when I took you two to a shooting gallery, huh?
Like, we're loading your gun and everything in front of him and
I was just
looking
playing.
at him, asking if he's ever seen one up close.
I was just playing with him. Maybe that got rid of him.
Yeah, it might just be a reasoning. I don't know.
I just thought it'd be funny. Wouldn't you think it was funny? Tell you what, I'll go with you, all right?
Aw, thanks.
I'll be your date.
Okay, we'll get dressed up.
Because
and do
you're really
stuff.
not dating until you're like 80 years old anyway.
Yeah, and then when I turn 81, you'll say I'm not allowed to date till I'm 82.
That's right. You ain't dating until I'm out of here.
We have very few date nights alone.
If Mom doesn't want us to go, we'll just hide behind, like, in the backseat of the car, and we'll get to the restaurant. Hi, guys.
Yeah.
So what's for dinner?
It sounds good to me.
Yeah, maybe we'll get them to pay for us, too.
Or we could scare them and wreck and get rid of all of us, huh?
What kind of thought? That's a morbid thought.
Well, you don't scare somebody driving, all right? It'd be fun seeing the look on their faces. I'm gonna have to have Katie take a picture, I think.
Hi, Becky.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. I'm so glad you made it. How was the drive?
It was good. It wasn't too bad. It was almost 2 hours.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's not too bad. I'm so glad you made it in today, though. I'm excited for you to meet Gil and go over your art and everything. Oh, you know what? Come with me. This is Charlie's granddaughter, Katie. I would like you to meet her.
So I finally got to bring in my first caterpillar, and it was really great because I felt like I got more responsibility. This is Nathan. This is Anthony's best friend.
Oh, nice. And this is Becky. Remember me telling you about Becky?
Hi,
She's coming in
I
this
heard
week.
all about you.
She's going to be working with Gil today.
Gil's
and,
amazing. He's done a tattoo on me. You're in good hands. He's very gentle. He works with you. He takes, you know, everything into consideration. Talking about stars and everything.
My grandson, his best friend is Nathan. I've met him before, but I've heard his story over the years.
He actually was burned at the age of 14.
Oh, wow. So you're like me.
Yeah. So I actually wanted to see if we could do something because it's also his first tattoo. So,
Oh my God, Katie got her first caterpillar, and I was actually really, really excited. And I just think it's great that her and I get to share this moment together. And I'd love for her to, you know, just be right by my side even more throughout this because Katie, you know, she reminds me of me when I was that age. Hey, guys.
Hey, Brandie.
Katie and I brought a couple of people for you guys to meet.
I know Nathan. What are you doing here? He's my caterpillar?
Yeah.
All right.
Excited.
Finally.
the way I heard about Nathan was actually through my younger cousin, Anthony. Nathan called up Anthony and was like, I want my first tattoo.
Yeah, this
I
is
want
a surprise for
Charlie.
me.
Surprise
Can't
for
wait.
all of us.
Can't wait to do it.
So what's your story, Nathan?
I was in a bonfire accident at the end of my middle school year, and it was chemicals added to a fire, and it just combusted and got on me, and I was in the hospital for just under a month with third-degree burns.
Yeah, it's pretty tragic. It must have been something that messed with you mentally as well as physically.
It was a tough road.
Yeah, I've heard all the stories. I'm glad I finally get to tattoo you.
Becky,
be awesome.
of course, Becky is the one that ended up having the infection from
Oh,
eating
is it?
sushi,
Okay.
and so she has a scar. I'm not sure how long it is, Becky. How long's your scar?
Pretty much broke everything from my sternum down.
I'm sorry about
Wow.
Her story is goosebump giving. It definitely is a great story, and you have a very good caterpillar.
Well, I'm glad you're here, and I'm really sad to hear that, but you're in good hands, and we're gonna take care of you.
We're Nathan's parents. I'm Lorraine.
And I'm Gabriel. We've been married 20 years. You ready to go hit some canyons, Easy Rider?
I think so, yeah.
Did you top off your bike?
Both of them. I was a rowdy kid. I was loud, rambunctious at times. Had a lot of spunk. I was with Katie, Anthony's cousin, and she took me to Charlie's tattoo parlor. And I think I'm ready to get my first tattoo.
Are you sure you're ready? That's a lifetime decision.
I think so.
You're gonna have it for life. My son and I share a passion for bikes. I've been riding since I was 5 years old. And with dirt bikes, I got a 50 when I was 5 years old for my birthday. And I've always loved them. All right, well, let's go. Let's do this.
I grew up, with him taking me on rides and stuff. And when the time came, I got my own bike, and we go riding every Sunday. It's how we stay close.
I see in Nathan just a deep strength. I think he's gonna touch a lot of people's lives.
For the longest time, I've always wanted to get my scars covered up. I was always ashamed of them. June 1st, 2013 at 12:23 a.m. It was 5 days before 8th grade promotion.
Oh, wow.
And a couple brothers of mine were having a bonfire like we do every Friday night. And one of them went into my garage and grabbed denatured alcohol, which is used for fuel injectors and carburetors.
They use that to start the fire? Is that what they did?
He tried to make the fire bigger.
With that, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I couldn't see anything besides the orange glow from a fire. I knew that I was on fire.
I ran down the hallway and to see Nathan running around on the grass on fire.
My mom heard me screaming, and my brother rushed outside, and he literally broke the door down and ripped my shirt off. And my mom rushed me to the hospital.
Nathan said, "Let me get a towel so I don't stain your seat." And I was like, "Don't worry about my seats."
From there, I was rushed out to Grossman Burn Center, and I was there for a month.
The night of his accident, I was in Las Vegas on a motorcycle ride with some friends, and I received the call just after midnight. And I raced home as fast as I could. 3rd-degree burns on 32% of my body.
Oh, wow, you're about the same as me. I was like 33 to 36% of my body.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I saw him sitting there, and I was just thankful he was actually in really good spirits.
There was very few people that I ever actually let see the scars, and that I was actually completely comfortable with being myself around. I'm nervous, I'm worried what people will say, but at the same time, it's another checkpoint in my life that is, progressing.
Our family unit, I think, became stronger because of this accident.
The one thing I love about Tina and Katie is like they're two peas in a pod. These girls, when they get together and they have a mission, they conquer it big time.
So I called Olivio's Tutorias, and they had reservations available.
I got the clothes here.
Mom brought the clothes.
I have no idea what Katie and Tina are up to and what they're gonna make me wear.
Yay.
Uh-oh. What is that?
Just stand up. I have a good idea.
It was definitely comical, when they threw that cowboy hat on me. I was like, oh no, this is hilarious. And I was thinking, what if I have to go with this?
Yeah, go yeehaw.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think so.
All right, let's get rid of that.
Okay. Yeah, Gil was pretty resistant at first. What did Mom bring? What did you bring?
I brought a couple of different things, so go ahead.
We had to drag him into the store. Then even after, we had to try and convince him to do a fashion show. Then even after that, we had to try and convince him just to hold up the shirt and make sure that everything looked well. No, put that behind you.
I could totally do that with jeans.
Stop, we're not trying to make him look the same.
Okay.
When Susanna comes over, his wife, and she'll stop at the shop, and he gets all soft, and he's all, hi. And so, we upped his game as far as dress, but I think he's got it under his skin. He's a romanticist.
Black on black? Looks
yeah,
really good,
with some darker jeans. I like that. Do you want to wear your hat or no?
I think I might keep my hat on. It's been kind of like my trademark security since I don't have my long hair anymore.
She might not recognize you, right?
In spite of being nervous, I actually ended up looking pretty awesome.
Perfect. Okay, so
Awesome. Well,
this one, and that one.
All right, get to work.
Sounds good.
I will do.
Practice.
Back.
You guys did a great job. Thank you.
Anthony, Nathan, and I all ended up going to the arcade, and we were just hanging out and having a good day.
So I heard my grandpa is gonna tattoo you.
Yeah. Today, actually.
Anthony and I, we've grown up our whole life together.
Come on. It's fun. It's fun bonding time with them. I think Katie is a sweet person. You know, she's really nice, and you know, she's fun to be around.
No. You don't get to play anymore. I'm better than you.
Make it.
Oh,
damn.
I got a score. See, Anthony, this is how you play.
You're still not good at it, right?
Does somebody really dance like this? Cheer I thought was gonna give me advantage, but it ended up not giving me anything. What? He won.
How'd you win? I'm just better than you.
It was video games. It was artificial dancing. It wasn't real, and I know how to do the real thing, so. Okay, you wanna go?
All right, get it.
This is such a slow game.
Worst song. I won.
Yeah, because you picked the easiest song there was.
He cheated.
All right, Nathan, you heard the shop ready to get tattooed. I'm kind of honored to do you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a long time since you got that burn. I remember you got it.
Yeah, it's been a couple years.
A couple years, yeah. Yeah, some points will be sensitive. Skin grafts, some points you won't even feel, you know, so.
Yeah. He's caring, he's funny, and he's honest, he's a good guy. He showed me a lighter side to it.
Did you tuck and roll like you're supposed to?
That doesn't come to mind
It
once.
doesn't?
No.
So anyway, you told me some drawings that you would like. One was an eagle.
Yeah.
When I finally saw the scar, it was a raised skin graft, you know, burn scar. It kind of went up his neck, but he didn't want to go up his neck because he is going in the Navy. He didn't want to go that far up. All right, there it is. Wow. And there's a nice big scar there. And it had a couple of little ones below it. So I just got a blank piece of paper and traced on the paper around the scars. And then I got the eagle and I just tried to match up how it would go over the scars. Yep. I think we're gonna make that work.
I think it's perfect.
Yeah, it's gonna look good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
For years, I wasn't able to show my skin. With the eagle, it represented freedom.
Man, meeting her was just awesome. Very, very empowering to me and uplifting, I know, to many people. And just to be able to meet her, it's like meeting a superhero.
And it goes all the way up.
Okay. Have you ever had any tattoos before?
I do. I actually have one on my right lower back.
Oh, okay.
But unfortunately, it was a traumatic experience, so.
Why was it so traumatic for you?
I wanted to kind of celebrate that I had survived in 2013, so I got a 4-leaf clover. Well, when I walked in, the guy basically told me, just lay down, shut up. And I came to the point where my pain tolerance was too high, and I kept saying, okay, I'm done. And he kept saying, no, you know, basically shut up, we're not. So.
Right. Yeah, no, I have a lot more understanding than that, and I'm a lot easier going on the work to where I don't think you're gonna be in that much pain.
Okay.
The saying that I had was a Buddhist saying it's tattooed around the beautiful cross. And it's all the heavens, all the hells, all the gods are within you.
So I've looked at the lettering that you had sent me in your text, and I'm just a little bit confused as to how I'm gonna actually cover it up with just the lettering.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look into some artwork, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit more research, and I promise you that we'll end up taking care of this by the end of the day. And when I met her, I knew I had to do this, and I knew that the game was on. But when I first saw the pictures of the scar, I wasn't sure that I was gonna be able to do this.
Gil does excellent work, but you know, if you don't think he can do something, you know, he still comes and asks for my advice, and I like that, you know. If you never ask for advice, you think you know everything, you know, it's not gonna work out, you know. And if I think I don't know something, I ask for Gil's advice.
That scar, you know, that scar you've seen, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
I'm just a little concerned with it, you know. I've never really covered up something that big, especially with just lettering before. She talked about wanting this, it's like a short paragraph.
Yeah.
I was just curious what your thoughts are, you know, on how I might be able to cover it better with just the lettering.
Just the lettering. That's all she wanted, lettering, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, just like each line, space them out in between the lines and put some background shading behind it. You know, right over the letters and everything, you know, just Right over to the scar, put some shading behind the letters?
Yeah. As soon as me and Charlie talked about maybe using some shading and some more artwork behind the lettering to cover it up better, it kind of opened my mind to talking her into getting some artwork and not just doing the initial lettering that she wanted. Sounds good.
As long as you still see the letter, you know, some light artwork and some shading behind it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you.
All right,
Appreciate that.
Don't look at it. Smack you upside your head in there.
I see Anthony in him. When I look at Charlie, I see a fun guy that cares about you, a lot, even if he barely knows you. They both have the same somewhat cruel sense of humor.
I'm loving you being in pain. It's nice to see you finally.
Not very nice.
Yeah. That's fine. He's not nice to me.
What a bully, yeah.
You get used to that for 3 years of being with him.
You know, you can't take somebody burned and think you know what you're gonna do right away, because until you start actually doing it, you know, then that's when you know.
Yeah, since my birthday's coming up, though, I mean, we can only hang out at the beach, otherwise you guys can't hang out with me anymore.
That's fine
Why
with
is
me.
that?
Because I'm gonna be doing things that 21-year-olds do.
Oh.
I'm gonna be spreading my wings like the seagull.
You'll be spreading your pajamas at home, 'cause that's where you're staying. Some spots I had to go over a few times with some shading, because it was raised a lot. So, but actually it went pretty smooth. Beat it.
All right, love you. Bye. Good luck.
This area on the stomach in general is a little bit difficult to tattoo, and the style of, tattoo that she wanted, being lettering. Lettering is something that's kind of unforgiving. You want to make really clean lines and really clean look to it when it's finished, and when people are moving all around or breathing in and out, it's kind of hard to do that. So that being said, I went into it a little bit concerned, but when I started tattooing her, she was very, very still. She was breathing at a pace where I can tattoo the way I needed to, and she allowed me to get the work done very clean and sufficient.
Getting to do tattoos for people, scar victims, is one thing. Getting to do it for somebody that's very close and also a part of your family is another thing.
Okay, well, ready to see your tattoo?
Yeah, I've been ready.
All right, well, go look in the mirror. Hope you're happy.
Wow. I thought it was absolutely amazing. And sitting through the pain, I believe was totally worth it.
How you doing, son?
Oh my gosh, Nathan.
I want to see how it came out. It looks so good.
Looks awesome.
Really nice.
I like the touch of color, Grandpa.
Looks amazing, dude. So cool.
Well, what do you think?
Wow.
Everybody happy?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
How do you feel not having that scar there anymore?
I feel free.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You seem speechless.
I am. Words can't describe the feeling.
He doesn't want to tear it for the cameras.
I didn't even notice his mom crying until I leaned over and noticed that she was crying. It was really hard to not cry. And knowing that Nathan was holding it in, it was honestly a moment that you couldn't relive.
One more scar there.
Congratulations.
You got a new journey ahead of you now.
How do you feel, Mom?
It looks beautiful.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
There goes Mama.
He has the head resting right over the scar, and which is ironic that the scar would be the last thing I'd want people staring at, but the head, is right there, and it plays perfectly.
And you sat through all of it in one sitting.
Yeah.
He was a trooper. Are you gonna miss it?
No.
Mom and Dad gonna miss it?
Not with his happiness,
Yeah. Hey, as long as he's happy, right?
Yep.
I just want to say thank you so much. This is...
Oh, it was my pleasure.
It's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
My pleasure. I'm just glad you finally came to me and we did something about that.
Yeah. Everybody there truly cares about you. They become like family.
Now let's go ride.
Somebody else is crying over here.
His smile and his heart and his family and everyone that was here, I don't know what, it just made it comfortable for me. He made me comfortable. You know, I wish him nothing but the best. I think he's gonna move on from this and really, you know, it's gonna change his life.
It's almost like you're part of the family when you're on the table. You don't feel like a client. You don't feel like another person paying for a tattoo. Like, he really makes you a part of the journey.
All right, let me wipe it off really fast.
Oh, wow.
The blood off of there. What do you think?
This is amazing. This is not even what I thought, even a vision. You took it and ran with it, and you're gonna make me cry. This looks amazing.
When I looked at Becky look at her tattoo into the mirror and I saw her eyes start to water and I saw her cry, my eyes got watery and I started crying inside, you know, and at that moment I just felt very fulfilled and very gratifying inside, you know. It takes me back to when I first covered my first scar, when I first started tattooing, and it reminds me of why I do this. I'm really glad you like it, you know, and the purples really do make it stand out. A lot of these colors will lighten up and you'll really see the difference between the two purples that I put in there.
I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad you're happy.
Yeah, when I saw the final result of the tattoo he did, it was great. I mean, the letters ended up being a lot smaller than he thought, so that worked out good. And the tattoo she wanted was a nice bright tattoo. You know, he did a good job. He always does a good job on his tattoos. You know.
Do we want to look? We want to look.
Hey, guys, come on back, take a look.
Beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Oh, how exciting, Ron.
Yeah, I'm excited for you.
My oldest son, he's already asked, you gotta take a picture and send me. I said, no, wait till I get home. He's excited to see it. So I can't wait to show them both.
I think it's gonna help me embrace the scar because for a long time, I felt pretty not beautiful. And so
You look so emotional.
I am.
You can cry, you're allowed.
Thank you. So I think he took my scar and made it a beautiful piece.
Oh, I got goosebumps.
I think you appreciate that, and I'm glad you love it. And yeah, this is something you can look at and appreciate now.
Thank you.
Awesome job, Gil. Awesome job.
Thank you. I can tell that you're a really strong person, and I'm just glad you got this done, and I'm really proud and happy to be the guy that did it for you.
And that's
you know?
not a little tattoo either.
No, I just hope
Goodness.
that I changed your whole outlook on tattooing and getting tattooed after your nightmare experience on your back tattoo.
It does. And if I'm getting any more, I'm coming back to you.
Nice.
Yes. Thank
Appreciate
you.
that.
Yeah, with her and Nathan, we have 2 new members to our ink therapy family.
My name is Susanna, and I'm married to Gil. Well, Gil really surprised me with an anniversary dinner.
It was pretty cool, you know, because I had, you know, been through a pretty bad divorce 10 years before, and I had already cleared my head of everything. You know, I was playing in a band and just, you know, living my life the way I wanted to, and I had just started tattooing. And she was nothing but supportive, and, you know, so the first date was just almost, it's really exciting in comparison to our first original date 20 years before, where we didn't know what to do. It was supposed to be something like this, and you were like not looking for it.
Where's it taking me?
Yeah, to leave our neighborhood and to go into something like this, it was kind of like,
I wasn't used to that.
yeah. It's funny, but now I think, you know, all these years later, I look back, it was just one of the, you know, most memorable nights that I had. You know, it stuck in my head for 20 years.
Me too.
I'm glad we reconnected.
Don't make me cry. You're gonna mess up my makeup. I have a scar on my shoulder. I got it a long time ago when I was about 11. They found a lipoma tumor and they removed it. He started right there, and then when he realized I was half Native American, he started working on that one. He did this one summer and got some on my back. What made you choose this place?
A couple people told me about it, told me how good the food was and how nice it was inside.
Tell that person thank you.
You know, she has a really good sense of humor and really good taste in music as well. You know, we do see eye to eye on a lot of levels, but music-wise, you know, we went to the same concerts. We grew up, I didn't go to the concerts with her, but, you know, she was backstage in front row, you know, Metallica, when I was up at the Grass, you know what I mean? We were at all these same concerts. Like, I would tell her, did you end up going to see, you know, Megadeth and Metallica Metallica and, you know, this band, and, oh yeah, I had, you know, paid extra so I could sit up front. I was like, oh, okay, well, I was up in the Grass with some of our other friends, and so we were always side by side, you know, all these different places. And that's the funny part about the connection, you know? So, 9 years, you ready to go one more and make it 10?
Are you ready for it? What's going on?
I actually had Katie and Tina drop off the guitar at the restaurant, and I had a waiter deliver the guitar to me. I've been working on a song for you that I thought I'd give you tonight as the anniversary present.
So you planned this?
I did. I secretly had the guitar placed here.
Don't make me cry.
And so I'm gonna play the song for you. It was kind of a little bit, you know, on the nervy side. I wasn't sure how I was gonna be able to play.
The best gifts are the ones from the heart.
I really feel like a whole nother bond's been created through this date.
Score.